stage when I lost my mom at 200 level. When I lost her,
Mm,
it looked as if everything has ended. I was
mm,
like, God, how will I cope? When the results came
mm.
out, I remember that time very well. I think when either first or second semester exam, second paper, about 206, I will not forget. And when the results came out, I had 7 carryovers.
Hi guys, welcome to the Grow with Mo channel once again. And in this very video, we're going to be doing something different from what we've been doing all this while. We are starting a new series, guys. Yeah! All right, so if you've been following the previous series across the border, you would know that it's been an amazing series where we've been having so many guests come and talk to us how you can survive, and not just survive, but how you can thrive in various countries. That series is not over. We're going to be having it alongside this new series, but I just could not wait to start the series because of the things that I want to share with you in this series. And of course, you're wondering, what series is this about? This series is about people coming to share their personal stories as to how they have gotten to where they are today. And it is titled Behind the Glory. I'm sure you like stories. And this is not just because we like stories, but I want us to understand from this series that behind every glory, there is a story. And today we have our first guest. Of course, it's our first episode. We have our first guest who will be sharing with us some really, really personal stories. I have heard her share that story somewhere, and I thought to myself, my audience needs to hear this story themselves. So, of course, we had to bring her to come and share the story to enlighten people who are probably in the same situation as she was many years ago, and help them know how they can come out of that situation. So, guys, join me as I welcome to our first episode, Mrs. Adejoke Ologun. Thank you so much for joining us, ma.
Thank you. You're welcome. Anyway, I'm Adejoke
Oh,
Ologun.
Mrs. Adejoke, sorry. Mrs. Adejoke Ologun. Don't worry, we'll get used to it with time. All right, thank you so much for joining us today. And I really do appreciate that you are willing to share your personal story with our audience. Not many people would want to share. Like I said when I started the introduction, that I heard you talk about this story before, and in my head I was just wondering, I couldn't relate. Like, people go through this. So what is this story about? For those who are wondering, this story is literally about how she is where she is today. I'm not going to share a story for her, so I'm going to let her talk about herself a bit, and of course take us back to this particular story she would like to share with you in this episode. So, Mrs. Adejoke, at this point, I will leave the floor for you to just tell us about yourself and tell us about this story and why you are sharing this story with us today.
Anyway, thanks so much for this great opportunity. I'm so glad and I'm grateful. And
Thank
first
you.
of all, I would like to say, in everything in this life, you should put God first. Once you
Yeah.
put God as your foundation, and I would like to give a great appreciation to my mother. Though she's
Mm,
late now, I'm giving glory
mm,
to God. Because of her, I am here today.
mm.
And thank God for giving her that grace to nurture me in that way and that manner. And I really give glory to
Mm.
God for that. I appreciate God
Yeah.
for that. They always say, girl child especially, then, most parents will hardly say, most especially, I came from a polygamous home. So most people will be like, girl child, I can't. Before you know it, she'll be pregnant. Sure, you understand. So, right, early stage in my life, I've known what is what and who is who. And
Mm,
I do see myself like I'm an average person. Yes. While growing up, my father is rich, but at the same time, I was an average. If you are talking about education or in everything, I was an average, as in then. But I don't limit myself to that standard. I always look at myself beyond that standard, beyond that
yeah.
level. Even
Mm,
despite people are saying, look at you. I don't give myself that name. I see myself beyond that level and beyond that status. People are even looking the way people are looking at me. Though it now looks as
Yeah.
if I am proud, but it's not pride.
Yeah.
It's not pride. It is what you want to be. That is how you see yourself. And that has been helping me till this moment. So no matter the situation, no matter the challenges, I didn't let it shrink me. I come out of it immediately and I move
Yeah.
on. I rise or I stand up, as in for myself. So I think that has been helping me from, let me say, like 8 years, 9 years. Why growing up? Yes, I got to discover that immediately at early stage in life. I got to know that. So, and I thank God for that. So I thank God for that. So what else?
Yeah.
What I really thank God for that. Then if I'm moving forward, let me say, moving forward, I'm someone that is so optimistic, very, very,
Yeah.
very optimistic, very
Very
optimistic. There's
important.
nothing you can do to change my opinion or to change who I am or to change my thinking faculty about
Mm.
anything. I may not have achieved that, but I'm always optimistic that this thing I will get it. Don't worry, I will get there and I will get it. And to the glory of God, I am where I
Absolutely.
am today,
Yeah.
which I believe I will still achieve more. So that is it, oh my sister. That is
All
it.
right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. I think I like how you talked about optimism and how you don't see yourself as average, like many people would probably want to see you as. That talks about mindset. And I want to believe that that mindset is one of the things that have helped you to today, to the point you are. I want you to talk about, because I
So,
recall you talked about coming from a polygamous home and your dad not believing in education. I want you to tell us that particular story around, yes, your dad may not have believed in education, but you're a graduate today. So how did you do it? How did you become a graduate, even when your dad did not believe in education? Tell us the story behind, how you got here today.
for that, it's not that my dad didn't believe in education. Oh. My
For
dad didn't
female.
really so much believe in education, but for a girl
Okay.
child,
Yeah.
he's always have a door. He's the kind of person that have double mind about it. You understand what I mean? That he will be like,
Yeah.
if I do, or should I do it, or I should not do it? Should I do it, or I should not do it?
Okay.
Sure, you understand? But when
Yeah.
you are a girl, I'm the kind of person that the way I see myself, I didn't let other things or anything define me.
Yeah.
I stood on my ground that this school I will achieve, definitely go. No matter the circumstances, no matter the challenges, I will definitely get there. And I thank God I was able to achieve it. I can remember when I did my first jam, I failed. No, my first jam I failed. I went to do pre-degree, I failed. Still, I did not give up. I did another jam
Yeah.
after failing that pre-degree. I think I did almost 3 times. After I did pre-degree, I did another jam and now got it right. And it was that
Wow.
time I see myself. I was like, you can do it. Just don't give up on yourself. You can continue.
Yeah.
And looking at the course I studied, biochemistry, it was just God. And I'm very, very
Yeah.
proud of myself. I can say it anywhere, any day. I can defend it anywhere, any day, anytime. That no matter the situation, with this course, don't worry, I will scale through. And it
Yeah.
got to a stage when I lost my mom at 200 level. When I lost her, it looked as if everything has ended. I was like, God, how will I cope? When the result came out, I remember that time very well. I think when either first or second semester exam, second paper, about 206, I will not forget. And when the results came out, I had 7 carryovers. And to the glory of God, despite the advice, I should quit, go to another department, or I should continue. But I give God all the glory. I didn't give up. I still did not give up on myself. I still did not give up. I really, really, really did not give. And I always tell myself anytime, every day, even at this moment, that Joke, kudos to you. Seriously, and that has
Yeah.
been what has been helping me. So optimistic, as in I'm very, very early. You see me down today. So I can remember that time. Our our what do they call them? Class rep. He walked up
Yeah.
to me, said, Adejoke, do you think you can continue? That you just lost your mom. How do you want to do it? And this is
Mm.
200 level. That they will move some set of people out of the department. How do you want to cope?
Mm.
I said, don't worry, I will cope with God on my side. And I will say hard work, it really matters. It is not only
Yeah.
prayer. You put in
Mm-hmm.
your own effort. It is that your effort that will make that prayer to get answered. But that's what I
Yeah.
believe in. And I really tried all effort that time. And I give God all the glory. At the end of the year, 4 years, I was among
Yeah.
the almost 50 something that graduated with no
Wow.
FNG. And I give God all the
Amazing.
glory. I
Wow.
always say it everywhere, any day, anytime. Both my seminar and my project, I can defend it anywhere.
Mm.
And to the glory of
Mm.
God, I thank God. And that has been helping me to this moment, even with the business I'm doing. Yes,
Mm.
there's so many challenges. So many challenges. But if you are the
Yeah.
type, I will say, if you are the type that doesn't give up easily, I will call myself Omolile.
Yeah.
As a strong head, that this thing, no, no, no.
Yeah.
Instead of you to cute, it's better you keep on. I will neither
Mm.
cute nor get tired of it. Because the
Yeah.
more you strive of getting, before you know it, you will get to where you are going to. It's just a matter of time. Then
Mm-hmm.
consistency
Mm.
on with whatever you are doing. Consistency,
Mm.
then hard work. You keep on pushing.
Yeah. Oh, I think I'm losing you. Can you
So,
hear me? Okay. I think I lost you for some
hello,
minutes, but can you hear me now? Okay, I can hear you now.
hello,
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
as I was saying, before you know it, you will get to where you are going to if you are not lazy.
Mm,
If you are not
mm,
the type that give up easily. If you are not the
mm,
type that you hear, this person failed in so thing. Will I get it? No, 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 no. You don't compare yourself with others because we have
mm.
different grace that carried us through. The
True.
grace you carry is different from the one I carried.
Yeah.
So once you are consistent, you are focused. That one too is important. Focus, as in you are not in a, what will I call it? You are not digressing. I
Yeah.
mean, you are not looking at any other thing. You are focused with whatever you are doing. If with time you will get there. It may take 10 years. Some people it may take 3 years, 2 years. But sometimes, so some people it may be 10 years.
Yeah.
But when you are focused, you don't lose guard. My sister,
Mm.
you will get there with time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
With time. And that is it in life. That is what even life is all about.
Mm.
That is what life is all about. So that is it.
Yeah.
So
Thank you so much. In fact, there's so much to unpack from the story you have shared. Um, you talked about persistence. You talked about persevering, like staying on course and not, using your last word now, not losing focus. You also talked about not giving up. You talked about um, believing in yourself. You talked about
yeah, yeah.
consistency. And the honest truth is, when you shared your story about how you had 7 carryovers, for some persons, that would be the end of their education because, first off, they would never think they can come out of it. And,
Sure.
yeah, typically, it can also take a lot to come out of such a situation. But it takes somebody who is
Pull
very
out.
determined. Yeah.
Many pull out, many pull back. But I told
Mm.
myself, no, I'm not giving up. And
Mm.
thank God for the people. I really thank God for the people that surround me that time too. Good
Yeah.
company too matters.
Mm.
Yes, good company. Yes, when you're surrounded with good people, people that love you, people that think
Mm-hmm.
of you, people that when you talk
Yeah.
to them that this is what you are going through, they won't discourage you. Rather, they will encourage you. So I really I thank God for that gathering as well. So it really
Yeah.
helped a lot. It helped a lot.
Mm.
So I thank God for that.
Okay. So if those people were not probably there as at that time to tell you to keep going, would you think no matter the resolve you had, you would have been able to pull through that situation then?
I will go. I'll continue. Me.
Okay.
Because I want to see the end. I want to know what we end
Mm.
it. No, no, no.
Mm.
I didn't. I'm not. That time, I didn't see myself failing. No,
Mm.
I just say, this is one thing, one time, one thing at a time. This is just one thing. Now, I've not yet. I've
Yeah.
not failed. I've not. Let me see what we
Mm.
end it. That's why
That's the
people are
spirit.
encouraging me that about
Mm.
chemistry. They are pulling some set of people out at the end of 200
Mm-hmm.
level to another department. Won't you rather
Yeah.
pull yourself out now before they
Yeah.
before
Before they
they pull?
fling
I
it
was
to
like, no.
anything. Yeah.
God bless you, my sister. I was like, no, 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 no. Let me see the
Yeah.
end. I will want to
Mm.
see the end. At least if I see the end and I know what is at the end, I will now know, okay, let me now go to this side or go to the. But to the glory of God, I stick to my plan. I stand my ground, Gidigba. This one, I will see
Mm.
it. And God really helped me. God
Yeah.
really helped me. God
Yeah.
really helped
You
me.
know why? You know why this story is very interesting for me. I feel like there are so many things packed inside of the story. So, for instance, now, you saying you want to see the end, you can get to the end and see Shaggy,
Exactly.
but
My mind is made
wanting to
up.
see the end is not enough. You said you wanted to see the end, and you put in the work to display the kind of end you wanted to see. So, which means
Exactly.
that, wanting to get to a certain level in life, wanting is not enough. Desire is not enough. There
Oh,
is a place of work.
yes.
Yes,
Yes,
yes. And
exactly.
another thing you said that I find very profound was when I asked you that if the people who supported you then were not around you, would you have gone? And you said you would have still gone ahead to do what you wanted to do, which means
I
that,
will.
yes. So, which means that for anyone who wants to succeed in this life, the very, very important person to have a resolution to succeed has to be you. Whether you have the
Yes,
support system, whether you don't have the
or
support
not.
system, your mind of success is the most important thing in the equation. And I think I really like that. What that means is having the right people around you is just a bonus, it's just a fuel, to keep you going, to make you stand more and more and all.
Sure,
That's pretty
sure.
much interesting. I want you to bring this story of your resilience in the past. We're focusing more on a particular aspect of your life. Now, what has this experience done for you in terms of your life today? How has this particular experience
Hmm.
played out? And what results are you seeing today that made you feel like you were really proud of going through that phase and coming out of that phase?
Hmm. Adejoke, I used to hail myself a lot. I hail myself a lot, even without people hailing me. But looking
Yeah.
at the back, looking back, thinking back, they
Mm.
used to say something. You don't let your background put you for ground.
Absolutely.
You don't allow that. And if you
Mm-hmm.
can see yourself ahead, as if you can see what is in front of you, that I can do this thing now, I can achieve this thing now.
Mm.
Me too, I can do this. I'm telling you,
Mm.
definitely you will. You will definitely. That's
Mm.
what I see today. All these things, you will definitely, and that has been something that has been helping me from day one.
Mm.
The day I discovered myself at early
Mm.
stage, I was like, no, I Adejoke, you are not meant to be on ground. You are meant to be there on top.
Yeah.
To the extent, one of
Mm.
my uncles that I stayed with in Abeokuta that time look at me and say, "This one, you are on koja here." I'll be like, "No, I'm not passing my boundary." Me too, I
Yeah.
deserve something like this. I deserve this. I deserve this. I deserve that, and I will definitely get it, no matter the
Mm.
situation, no matter the circumstances. Fine. So many things surround me.
Mhm.
So I see my brother will be like, okay, you're an average person. I say, yes, I agree that I'm an average person in academics or in everything. But one thing I know is whatever I do with this my hand, I do
Mm.
it well. I have that faith and
Yeah.
that belief with me
Mm.
that whatever I handle with this my hand, I will definitely do it well. So
Mm.
looking back and now, let me cite an example. When I started my business, I started with
Okay.
7,500. And that 7,500, I transformed that 7,500 to 30 something thousand. I can't remember vividly.
Mm. Yeah.
So I was like, my husband was like, wow, with this thing that you transform, you can do more if I give you more
Yeah.
than this. And I was
Yeah.
able to, yes, he gave me more and I was able to transform. I was like, oh, Mama, like
Mm.
you.
You're a multiplier.
And I'm very good. I'm very good. If you are talking about business wise, it's not that maybe I study it elsewhere. I didn't study it
Yeah.
anywhere. No, I taught myself. Let me say I taught myself. Maybe because I stayed with my dad while I was still waiting for admission. Sure, you get. I was the
Mm.
one holding the business that time, so I learned a
Mm.
lot from that, and that has
Okay.
been helping me till now, holding my own
Mm.
business, managing my own business, doing it
Mm.
well, and what why.
Mm. Mm.
Yes. So I think discipline too is part of it.
Mhm.
Discipline too is part of it because when
Mm.
you are, I will not, it's not only lady here. I think generally, when you discipline yourself to some certain stage, that this,
Mm.
sure you get, you'll be able to at
Yeah.
least cut some things off, sacrifice some things, deny yourself for some things. Then at the
Mhm.
same time, pray. I don't joke with that. You definitely get to
Yeah.
where you are going to. You will be able to achieve a lot in this life. And I pray the Lord will help us all
Mm.
in Jesus. I think I'll be able to answer that question.
Amen. Yes, 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 you did. Thank you so much. I don't want us to go too long in this program, but I want you before we go to now look at somebody who I'm going to touch. I'm going to be picking one area of the stories you've shared. There are people out there who probably are going through what you went through many years ago, who have people who do not believe in them enough to chase their dream. Now, I'm careful not to use schooling as an example because I know it's not just in the area of schooling that some people have that level of discouragement from the people they expect to have encouragement from, you know. So somebody who isn't getting support to chase their dream, for instance, you had a dream to be educated, but your dad, like you said, it wasn't like he doesn't believe in education, but he didn't have that, ginger to want to educate a female child. But there you are, you were able to break that circle, you were able to come out of it, still go for your dream and all. Now, somebody who is currently in that situation, especially if the person who is opposing them is someone as important as their parents, what do you have to say to such a person? How can they go ahead and chase their dream without looking like they are fighting? Do you understand what I mean? Without looking like they are rebellious. Let me use that word. How can they still go after their dreams and still maintain good relationship with the people opposing them?
With that, it's very simple. It's very simple. If you are good at what you are doing, it's very simple. Not all parents believe in education for a girl child. Even nowadays, some parents still don't believe to educate a girl child. Some parents still don't believe to educate a girl. They will be like, Ashibon Loli Oko. Some parents still don't believe that when you get to your husband's house, your husband will send you to school. But if you are a lady or anyone that still have that passion, that dream, something I believe you can still achieve it if you stay focused. You stay focused and stay focused to your dream. I have a cousin that Tojekwe is not his popsy that is sending her to school. Yes.
Mm.
It's not, yes, she's sending herself to school
Mm.
presently. Yeah, she's sending herself to school with the little support she's giving herself. And to the glory of God, I think she's in finals now. She's in final year now, this year.
Wow.
Yes.
Mm.
So she stayed focused. So many challenges she faced, but because of that passion, because of that dream, because she really stay focused that she wants to get there, that thing kept her going. That at least I must get there. I'm going to get there, no matter the circumstances, no matter the challenges I'm facing. I must get there. There is no how I'm going to get there, and that is it. When you want to achieve something great, you have to face challenges now. So when challenges
Mm.
come, you grab it and overcome it, no matter the circumstances, and with the help of God on your side. That is all. You don't need to say you want. Sometimes I used to pity some set of people, because I look at some set of people that, why is this person doing this thing to achieve this thing? So then at the same time, I will just look at this way that, well, it is whatever that comes their way, they grab at that moment. So I don't blame anybody. My own is fine. You want to achieve your dream, but do it in the right way, not in the other way around. And this is my cousin I'm talking about. She make beats. She sells. Yes, she make beats on clothes, and she sell any Saturday party. She will prepare gari with ejadidi on Saturday. Yes. Look at those challenges, and at the same time, weekend she has to attend. She will need to attend the class. Well, she understand what I'm trying to say. She will need to attend the class. She really manage her time, and she's a girl. She manage her time very, very well in order to achieve this dream she has in mind to make. So that is it, my sister. It is it. I pray God help us. And there are so many opportunities nowadays. Many, many opportunities nowadays, most especially on internet for people. Yes, we are talking about tech, and I know you understand more about that. So many that people can even make money for themselves in order to at least assist yourself. In order to achieve your dream.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mrs. Adejoke. I think I want to just add something to. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so let me just add one or two things to what you have shared for people who are in that situation where they are not getting the support. So first off, I believe that the world has been shrinked to a point where even in the comfort of your house, you can learn anything. In the comfort of your house, you can educate yourself about anything. And, with this kind of setting, there's really no excuse for anyone to come out and say, nobody trained me, nobody gave me the opportunity. If nobody creates an opportunity for you, you create one for yourself. Okay? Let me share this very quick. Yes, let me share this very quick story of my own self. After I finished my university, I wanted to do a particular professional certification. And I know that it would be a lot of explanation for my dad to understand what I'm talking about, because there's nobody in my family as at that time that was into that field for me to reference to say, oh, this person, that particular thing this person is doing, that's what I'm saying I want to go and do. So what I did was I wanted, when it was time for my convocation, I went to my mom and I said, whatever money you want to spend for my convocation, give it to me. I want to write an exam. I will use that money to go and write that exam instead of throwing party for convocation.
Wow.
Then an uncle called me and said, oh, your convocation, what's the plan? Blah, 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 blah. I will send you some money. I said, I don't want anything for my convocation. That money you want to, that book or something you want to do, send it to me as money. I have an exam I want to write. Okay. So I did that, and I collected all the money that I would have used to plan my convocation party. And I used this to go and register for the first level of that particular examination. And I passed the exam. So when I passed the exam, and my dad saw that,
Wow.
my daughter passed this professional exam. But do you know, he was the one asking me, when is the next one? He was like, when is the next one? And that was how he paid till I finished. Why? Because I just needed something
Uh-huh.
to prove to him that, look, this is something I want to go for. And I would not waste your
Exactly.
money going for this thing. So that is another strategy, another tactics. So somebody who is saying, my dad does not want to train me in school, but your dad would rather buy you an iPhone. You can tell your dad, that money for an iPhone, can I use it to do this? Can I use it to do that? Because in this
Exactly.
life, there is nothing like paying sacrifices for your dreams. There is
Mhm.
no
Ah,
glory without a story. Like we have heard from Mrs. Adejoke today.
exactly.
Today we are celebrating you as a graduate. But if you had settled for your dad's belief in in training a female child, you probably would be telling the whole world, oh, I would have been educated, but my dad does not really believe in female child being educated.
Yeah.
But that is not your story today because you decided to change your narrative. And really, that's what this episode, this series is about, Behind the Glory, to let you know that everyone you see today that we are proud of, that we see today that are doing very well for themselves, they didn't start by just sitting down and folding their hands and then things began to work well for them, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the whole idea of the story. And once again, I want to say thank you so much, Mrs. Adejoke. But before we go, I'd like you to give just one word of encouragement to somebody out there who is probably feeling discouraged about things not working for them. You talked about how when you lost your mom, you failed like 7 courses. Somebody who is at that point that feels like, do I still have hope? I just wanted to give one last word of advice for them before we wrap up this episode.
Well, what I will say is, don't give up on yourself.
Mm.
Yourself really matter. You yourself, you are so matter to yourself, even to
Yeah,
the world. Don't give
absolutely.
up on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, don't give up on yourself. There's so many things
Mm.
you can achieve. So
Mm-hmm.
many things you can get. So many, as in so many ladders you will climb. No matter the
Yeah.
situation, no matter the circumstances, no matter the challenges, you
Mm.
keep your head high. No
Mm.
matter how. I smile a lot. I smile a lot from day one. No matter what, I smile a lot. I laugh a lot. And people will be like, what
Yeah.
is wrong with this girl? What is wrong with it?
Mm.
But when you see yourself, you tell yourself,
Mm.
I will get there. This thing, I will
Mm.
achieve it. No matter the
Yeah.
situation, I'll definitely get you.
Yeah.
No matter the
Mhm.
circumstances, I'm going to get up there. So you
Mm.
see yourself beyond your level. You see yourself
Mhm.
beyond where you are today. You see yourself
Yeah.
beyond the circumstances that surround you now. You will definitely
Yeah.
climb the ladder and get there. You will achieve it. And I
Mhm.
pray the Lord will help us all in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you
Amen.
so much. And to crown the last thing that Mrs. Joke had said, always tell yourself, this too shall pass. All right. That's like a slogan that will help you understand that
Oh,
it's only a matter
sure.
of time. This too shall pass. So thank you once again, everyone, for taking our time to watch this video, to hear the beautiful story of Mrs. Adejoke, of how she is where she is today because she never gave up on the things that she had to go through in life. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to this channel and you are here at this point, you're doing very wrong. All right, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. We are bringing
Yes,
out
sure.
as much content as possible that can help you be a better person and of course to do better in life. Till we see you again in the next episode. Thank you and enjoy. Bye.